Descendant, what's the status of the Hagios operation? We haven't received any comms. We were getting worried. What did you say? The recon squad's communication was sent 48 hours ago? That doesn't make any sense. How have the Vulgus developed advanced tech warfare capabilities? Run the details by me again, please? Alright, so Eamon was excavating a phase shift gate in the hidden ruins, and he discovered that the damaged device emitted quantum waves which acted as jamming signals. I see. I understand that he would have taken advantage of such an opportunity. It seems luck is not on our side. If we'd received this report sooner, we could have acted on the information. But at least we have some useful intel, even if it didn't reach us at the right time. If we can find the excavated phase shift gate, we'll still be able to achieve our goal. I'm more concerned with the operation at the White Knight Gulch. It's taking longer to detach the Ironheart than we expected. At this rate, it may not be completed by the time Corell's fleet arrives. We've already had reports of Vulgus forces appearing near to the Gulch. We're running out of time. I wish there was some way that we could turn things around. We'll just have to do the best we can on both fronts for now. Please continue with the operation.
Wait, are comms back up? Is this Jaber's received signal?
Blair, why are you in the Hagios?
It is you, turret boy. It's nice to hear your voice. Have you eaten? What would happen to me? Well, it's a long story. There was the Vulgus forward base and these weird cargo trucks. I ran into all sorts of things. While all that was happening, comms were down and the guide was nowhere to be seen. There were a lot of enemies and that weird beam of light phenomenon. Everything was nuts.
The gist. Give me the gist. Vulgus base, cargo trucks. Actually, just send your current location. I should hear this in person.
Sounds good to me. I'll send you the coordinates. You send me updates on what's been going on at your end.
Have you been eating well? Come on in. Have you eaten? Damn. Jaber sent me the sit rep. Things have really hit the fan. Oh, you asked why I was here. I heard the scouts were having a difficult time of it, so I snuck in to make them a warm meal. A kind of surprise event. But the real surprise was prepared by Corell. God damn it, he seems like someone with no table manners. So no change there. Anyway, the Vulgus passed through this way not long ago with a convoy of cargo trucks loaded up with a ton of stuff. When I tracked the convoy with the scouts, we found some kind of Vulgus forward base. It looked like it had been built in a hurry, but the security was no joke. What's worse, there was a commander-level Vulgus. with heavy armor and high-powered weapons. He chased us, the bastard, and when we called for backup, there was no response. We ended up fighting for several days while being totally surrounded when suddenly a beam of light appeared from somewhere near the ruins. Maybe that fat-ass commander was also distracted by the beam of light because he stopped attacking, and we were able to retreat. Just. By the time we managed to regroup, the only ones of us left were Dominic here and me. Had I known what would happen, I would have brought my friends more than just a meal. It was their last supper in the end. Which is why, if you're going to that Vulgus forward base now, you need to let Dominic and me tag along. They flipped the table in front of the chef, and it's time to teach them some real table manners. Also, if you want to prevent them from getting the Ironheart, you're gonna need more people. Dominic will show you the way to the forward base. Let's head there and turn up the heat.
Why do more and more people keep getting involved?
Recon squad, reporting. Nice to meet you. My name's Dominic. I'm a scout accompanying Blair. In order to get to the Vulgus forward base, you have to secure this area first, as it's our main route. There's also a number of important additional tasks to do. Blair's already familiar with this terrain. I'll fill him in on the mission separately. You'll need to follow the instructions given by the recon squad. Or what's left of it anyway, as Zachary and I are the only ones who survived. Anyway, good luck. Oh, by the way, I heard from Zachary. His troops were hit pretty hard, but I heard you took the enemy to task and helped Zachary get his own back. Thanks for that. And Blair, your meal was also very tasty. I feel like I always owe you Descendant something. When this battle is over, I'll buy you a drink in Albion on behalf of my entire team. I promise.
Dominic, that's what you call a death flag right there. Soldiers are superstitious, you know that.
Okay then, I'll bake you a pie or something after the war is over. Not even you can top my mother's recipe.
Keep it up, you joker. Them's fighting words right there.
Just ignore the hairball, Dominic.
Descendant, collect the data from the recon drones. We'll use it to pinpoint the enemy's location. If that data isn't collected quickly, it will be lost. You have to hurry. Confirming data transfer. I'll analyze the enemy's position and relay it to all operation personnel. We've identified a large-scale Vulgus supply transport. Sending the coordinates to your receive now. The enemy is blocking all movement to our target point. We need you to break through. You should be able to see where the enemy is blocking entry. Your target is the supplies that are inside. The supplies are Kuiper ores secured by the enemy. You need to quickly destroy all Kuiper which has already been exposed to Vulgus energy.
My shields!
The strategic point has been secured and the enemy supply network has been dealt a heavy blow. Great work.
Good. Now that we've gained control of this much of the area, I think we can start attacking their base directly. I've marked where to regroup. Let's get moving.
I wish we could find some clues on how to access the Prime Hand.
Over here. Okay, let's see what we have to do here then. So, we have to locate the phase shift gate that Eamon discovered and analyze it to figure out how it was done. That's easy enough. Jaber and the guide can do the analysis while the infiltration team fight their way into the base and wreak havoc. I want Dominic on higher ground to get eyes on the base and provide sniper support as necessary. I'll head out first. You guys follow me later.
We're off to a good start. We found their cargo. It's an excavated phase shift gate from the cave.
We need to find out how the Vulgus used this. If there is a Vulgus terminal inside the base, please connect me to it.
Terminal, we need to seize a security master key and decrypt it. I'll try to open the case remotely. Once I disable the physical security, attack the cargo box, and get the key. I'll search for a terminal that can be accessed internally. Wait here. The place where we spotted a signal is the point where a connection should be possible. Over to you, Guide. I hope you'll be able to find some useful information.
The enemy has been extracting quantum energy that was stored inside the phase shift gates. There is a separate facility where energy is extracted and controlled. We must find this place.
If that's the case, we have no other option except search the entire base.
Descendant, once you've done everything you need to do, you need to destroy the power source so the Vulgus can no longer use it. I'll mark the location of the power units. Power units have been destroyed. Excellent work.
found the device that controls the fleet beacon. If we destroy that, the beacon will be exposed. Control unit neutralizes signals using the enemy's shockwave generator. Using a principle similar to one for a barrier generator. If there are Volgas within range, I won't be able to establish the jamming signal. You need to eliminate them for me. This is the final step. It's the first time I've done this, so there was some trial and error. All right. Any information Corell sends will now be delayed. It's a good thing I analyzed that jamming signal. Let's see if we can use this variable to our advantage in the war.
These coordinates are close to the Prime Hand's ruins. The Volga signals are already going crazy.
I was gonna join Zachary. Are you sure you won't need me on support?
Compared to the Vulgus that are gonna swarm the White Knight Gulch and Albion, this is nothing.
And I've got all the support I need. And your promise of homemade pie at the end of it all. There's no way I'm dying without a taste of that.
Yeah, that's a death flag.
Ah, damn it! I'm sure I'll be okay.
This is... We've detected signs of the quantum energy extracted from the phase shift gate in some electrical equipment. We need to get our hands on that equipment and analyze it to see how the enemy used the quantum energy. Then we should be able to find a way to enter the Prime Hand's ruins. Now that we're here, I'm almost certain it's the right place. The subtle feeling of the Iron Heart particles, this pain, and its familiarity. The inverted Iron Heart is definitely inside those ruins. But the inversion technology database left by the ancestors is not yet accessible, Descendant. We have no guarantee as to what will happen, nor do we know whether we will be able to control the inverted Iron Heart. Based on the data I have collected so far, I will try to come up with as many backup plans as possible. I hope that what we do here will give us the power to strike back, Descendant.
I mean, we can always rely on our arcade somehow, if something happens. So we got us this far, right?
Arcade's an unfathomable power. With unfathomable potential, too.
That's what you call hope, Jaber.
Hope.
We've detected quantum energy coming from the Vulgus battery. I'll send a supply box. Retrieve the battery from the enemy and send it this way. Blair, cover me while I carry out the analysis mission.
Huh? What about your turret?
The turret isn't invincible. Besides, we don't have any technical armored vehicle. So if the enemy swarms us, we don't have the firepower to stop it.
Oh, well, when it comes to firepower, it's gotta be me. I got your back. Focus on your mission.
Your supply box should be arriving there soon. Be ready. Hold on. I'm detecting the same type of energy as the battery has, flowing from inside the cave. I've identified numerous traps inside the cave, so be careful.
Jaber, this space is connected to the Prime Hand's ruins and the power grid. It's another phase shift gate. Huh. Analyzing this type of equipment will be much more efficient for me. I will try to understand what the Vulgus were up to. Eamon extracted energy from the phase shift gate here, then overloaded it by sending power to the seal gate. All the power facilities nearby were set up for this purpose.
Demolish the cave where the extractor is located. Master Haven has achieved his goal.
Did you just hear that? Get out now. The enemy's going after the cave.
If only I was able to attack. I would not have allowed them to get this far. However, for all of you, this is your opportunity to earn new body prosthetics and persona.
Thank you for all your hard work, Descendant. Now let's find a way to reactivate the phase shift gate. Descendant, if we use the body of a Legion of Immortality unit, we will be able to gather more of the energy required to reactivate the phase shift gate. The biopower supply of the cyborg Vulgus have absorbed an immense amount of quantum energy. In other words, if we collect their batteries, we will have enough energy to operate the gate. A drone that can collect energy will be arriving shortly. Be ready, Descendant. I will identify the Vulgus units which have high quantum energy saturation levels. Be careful, Descendant. There is a Vulgus attempting to steal the energy.
Crap. I don't have enough firepower to cover Jaber by myself. Can you take out some enemies from your side? I can't tell if this is a Descendant or Jaber's turret.
The fire tie. That's not a bad idea. I'll add it to my list of things to develop.
Died down.
With this amount of energy, we should be able to reactivate the phase shift gate. Thank you, Descendant.
Wait. There was a minor problem when I tried to activate the phase shift gate. Let's meet at the entrance to the Prime Hands ruins.
So, this isn't one of those situations where one of us has to remain outside to control the energy, is it? You're not disagreeing with me.
Checking signal. Stand by.